Hello, everyone. How are you all? Wait a minute, I'll just check uh, about the messages. I have to get it. Wait. Check. Uh, hmm. Participants yet to join? Okay. Yes. कहाँ गए हैं सब लोग? कहाँ जाते हैं ये लोग? Yes. Snehal. Snehal is here. People are joining in. संडे काम करने का ना संडे काम करने का जोश ही अलग है. When you have some fun things to do, still you are dedicating your time for something which is of very important one for your career, and you feel more motivated. See what used to happen in my case now. Um, I used to keep aside all my enjoyments. Okay, students usually ask me, sir, how to keep ourselves motivated? Are this is how you keep motivated? No, I'll tell you. On Sundays, if you work on Sundays. You dedicate your Sunday for something of which is of very crucial for your career. That keeps you motivated. You do one thing, you don't study for one day. Definitely that disturbs your mind. Hi Anna, yes or no? Obviously, if you spend one day without studying, on that night when you go for sleeping, definitely it starts haunting you. That your brain keeps telling you that I have not studied, I have not studied, I have not studied. So it keeps haunting you. So what I tell you is it's not the way. Do one thing, one day you study, you completely study, and you go to bed. When you go to bed, no, that definitely gives you a satisfaction. Once I saw this on Trisha classes ka notice board that um, start your day with determination, end your day with satisfaction. Any day it is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, public holiday, Independence Day, Republic Day, any day. It is start your day with determination, end with satisfaction. You have to get some satisfaction, no? If I work on Sundays, I'll get more satisfaction. I definitely enjoy that Sundays. If I work and I get more satisfaction at the same time, it keeps me happy. Chalo. So we discussed about what were we discussing in the morning class? It was about deflationary inflationary gap and three sector model. Three sector model mein we discussed about some of the important topics, that is this diagram that we discussed, and where is the equilibrium point. Equilibrium point is equal to C plus S plus T, that is equal to C plus I plus G. I and G are constant here. Yes, sir. Next, the government sector and income determination. Government sector and income determination. We have seen above that government influences the level of income through taxes, transfer payments, government purchases, government borrowings. We have seen these four cases. Yes or no? Government collects the tax, government gives the transfer payment, government purchases the goods, and government borrows. Correct. These are the four. Sir, कहाँ लिखा है sir? अरे हाँ. Can you see that here? This is how government influences, no? Government gives transfer payments and subsidy, government collects taxes, government purchases goods, and government borrows money. So these are the four Ways in which government will influence. Yes, sir. A comprehensive discussion on the effect of government fiscal policy is beyond the scope of this unit. Comprehensive, what is government policies, that is beyond our discussion here, not required. And therefore, we shall look into few variables. There are some of the variables which are very, very, very important one. It looks like mathematics, but believe me, it is not mathematics. It looks like mathematics, but believe me, guys, this is not mathematics. It is very, very, very simple, but something related to mathematics. And you know that how much uh, I am a fan of mathematics. Correct? No, I am very good in mathematics. That you already know. Yes. Income determination with lump sum tax. What is lump sum tax? T dash autonomous tax. Income determination with lump sum tax. Tax is not the function here. Tax is lump sum tax. Your income is 0 or your income is 200. Tax is 50, for example. Lump sum tax is 50. Your income is 0, your income is 50, your income is 100, your income is 200, your income is 500. No, it doesn't matter. Lump sum tax, autonomous tax. Okay. We assume that government imposes a lump sum tax, in essence, tax that do not depend on income. It is not dependent on your income, has a balanced budget. G is equal to T. Think there is balanced budget. The government expenditure or government expenditure is equal to tax. What they collect, that they expend. What are they collecting? That will be expenses of the government. Think. And also that there are no transfer payments. Think that there is no transfer payments. We will discuss what if there is transfer payment, sir. Okay. The transfer payments, the consumption function is defined as C is equal to A plus B into YD. What is YD? Disposable income. YD stands for disposable income. Sir, what is this YD? YD it is. YD is equal to income minus tax, that is disposable income. Where YD stands for disposable income, T stands for here, T stands for lump sum tax. T stands for lump sum tax. Okay. Sir, how to solve this now? With this information, don't concentrate here now. For the time being, don't concentrate here. With all these things, see what we discussed. C is equal to A plus B into YD, where there is no transfer payment and there is no the tax. Tax is a function. Tax is not the function. Tax is a lump sum tax. Lump sum tax, there is no transfer payments. Okay, sir. Listen, people, you have to give 100% concentration here. 100% concentration. Listen. Where uh, tax is equal to lump sum tax or autonomous tax, which is calculated, it is not related to our income. It's not related to nowhere. It is in relation to income, T. And next one, transfer payment, TR, example, TR not involved. Transfer payment is not involved. And see, equilibrium. At equilibrium, we know that at equilibrium, AD is equal to AS, correct? AD is equal to AS. Now, what is AD, sir? C plus I plus G, correct? No, C plus I plus G, where I and G are autonomous. I and G are autonomous. That is equal to AS. What is AS? Nothing but income, Y. We have been discussing this since morning. AS is nothing but Y here. Can I say that C? This is anyhow autonomous. No, this is not changing at all. Same. C is equal to A plus BY. It was A plus BY, but now it is after deducting tax. A plus B into Y minus T. capital T because autonomous T. Lump sum tax it is. Autonomous T. That's why I have written capital T. Okay. So C is equal to this one. Now, if I substitute C here, what I'll get? Y is equal to A plus B into Y minus T plus I plus G. Correct? Am I writing anything wrong here? Nothing. This is C. This one is C plus I plus G. Correct? No. This is what I have written here. C plus I plus G. Okay. I'll rub this. Now we will simplify. Y is equal to A plus BY minus into plus minus BT plus I plus G. What I've done, that bracket, no, I have taken out. That bracket, I took it out. So A plus BY minus BT plus I plus G. Nothing wrong. Correct now? Now this BY, I'll take it this side. Y minus BY is equal to A minus BT plus I plus G. A minus BT plus I plus G. Correct? No. What I've done? This Y, I took it that side. So if I take Y as the common, 1 minus B is equal to A minus BT plus I plus G. है ना? Correct? This is also right. Okay. Y is equal to, if I bring it this side, क्या होगा? A minus BT plus I plus G divided by 1 minus B. Or can I write it like Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus B into A minus BT plus I plus G. Can I do this? Anything wrong here? No, sir. Nothing. So this is what given in that book. Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus B into A minus BT plus I plus G. So this is nothing but, what is 1 divided by 1 minus B? Multiplier. Investment multiplier. Remember investment multiplier. 1 divided by 1 minus B, nothing but, in a sense, Y is equal to 1. What is B? MPC. 1 minus MPC is MPS, no? 1 divided by MPS multiplied by A minus BT plus I plus G. Very simple. You have to multiply K. This is, can I write this as Y is equal to K into A minus BT plus I plus G. Ishte. So this is not given in your book. They stopped it here. है ना बच्चों? See what is given in your book. I told you to ignore that. Now, no, don't ignore. What is given? Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus B into A minus BT plus I plus G. A minus BT plus I plus G. 1 divided by 1 minus B. Will you try it once? You have to try this once. Okay. Okay, start with me. Take a book, take a page, blank page, and you have to start with me. We know that equilibrium is AD is equal to AS. AD is equal to AS. We know that this AD is equal to Y. income, and y is equal to C plus I plus G. Why, sir? Because AD is nothing but this one. Aggregate demand. Aggregate demand is C plus I plus G in three sector model. C plus I plus G hoga, sir. Okay. Now we know that C is equal to A plus B into Y. Y. A plus B into Y. But here Y is equal to that is disposable income YD, but here it is Y is equal to YD. Why it is Y is equal to YD? Because it is disposable income, which is disposable income. The income that we get, see, my marginal propensity to consume, I want to consume some amount which is available to me. But here, why complete Y is not available? After deducting tax, it is available to me. After deducting tax, it is available to me. That's why disposable income, YD, I have to take. Here, YD is equal to Y minus T. YD is equal to Y minus T. Thus, C is equal to A plus B into Y minus T. Y minus T. Putting that into the formula, therefore, Y is equal to C. C plus I plus D, no. C plus I plus G, no. C is, we have written it here, A plus B into Y minus T plus I plus G. Now, if I simplify this, Y is equal to A. I will multiply B with these two. B with these two plus BY minus BT plus I plus G. This by, I'll bring it this side. Y minus by is equal to A minus bt plus I plus G. Okay. Y minus by, I will simplify. Y, I'll take it outside. 1 minus b. So if you multiplied y with 1 and y with b, you will get y minus by. Anyhow. So that is equal to A minus bt plus I plus G. Okay, sir. Y, I'll keep it here. 1 divided by 1 minus B into A minus BT plus I plus G. Finally, Y is equal to multiplier 1 divided by MPS. So in your book, they stopped it here. But for your understanding, I am taking it little forward. Plus I plus G. 1 divided by MPS is equal to K. That we know, investment multiplier it is. कैसा लगा? Nice, no? Isn't it nice? Very interesting one. हाँ sir. Who said economics is difficult? किसने बोला economics is difficult? Economics is interesting one. Might be little tricky, but it is very interesting one. Okay. हाँ. Income determination with lump sum tax and transfer payment. With the transfer payment now. So you have transfer payment as well. With the transfer payment. Point number 2. This is done. You want some time to digest this? Wait, I'll bring my water bottle. You just take time to adjust this. Yes. Shall we shall we move on? Yes, sir. With the transfer payment now. Next one is with the transfer payment. Listen, here, point number two, with the lump sum tax and transfer payment. With the lump sum tax and transfer payment. Listen, with the lump sum tax is also there, transfer payment is also there. Listen, here, again, we know that at equilibrium, people, is there any disturbance? Because I just switched on the fan. क्योंकि मैं आज घर पे हूँ. I'm at home and there is no AC here. So it's sweating. I'm sweating a lot. So that's why I did put the switch on the fan. If there is any disturbance, you just let me know. I'll switch off the fan. I'm completely okay without fan. That's okay if I'm sweating. Why? Because काम करते वक्त sweat होना चाहिए. I'm not going to gym. That's why. Okay. No, sir. हाँ. Then fine. We know that equilibrium पे AS is equal to AD. Aggregate supply is equal to aggregate demand. You know this. AS is nothing but income. Why? AD is equal to C plus I plus D. Correct. Therefore, Y is equal to C plus I plus D. Y is equal to C plus I plus D. This we know. We know that C is equal to A plus B into YD. Disposable income. YD is nothing but disposable income. Why disposable income? Because I can spend only which is spendable. So what I can spend, only that I can spend. I cannot spend more than what my disposable income. So how to calculate disposable income? Here, YD is equal to total income minus tax plus transfer payment. What is transfer payment? Freebies. If government is giving me some subsidy or freebies, simply government is giving me some money. So that is also my disposable income. No. Example, if unemployment benefit, if I'm getting unemployment benefit of 2,000, that also I can spend. No. That also I have to include here. So this is YD. If I put that here, if I put this YD here, substitute that YD, then on substitution, C is equal to A plus B into Y minus T plus TR. Bracket is very important one. Y minus T plus TR. Correct. This is also right. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. Now, this C, I'll substitute here. That C, I'll substitute here. Therefore, Y is equal to A plus B into Y minus T plus TR plus I plus G. Am I writing anything wrong? No, sir. This one is C. C plus I plus G. Correct? Yes, sir. Now, we'll continue. This I have to substitute now. Y is equal to A plus. Now I'll substitute. I'll multiply with all these variables here. I'll multiply with all the variables. A plus by minus bt plus btr plus I plus g. Now what I'll do, sir? I'll bring this by this side. Any other y here? No. only by. Only in with B I have Y. Nowhere I have Y. That's why I'll bring only Y this side. Y minus by is equal to A minus bt plus btr plus I plus G. Again the same idea. Y into 1 minus B is equal to A minus bt plus btr plus I plus G. Again, Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus B into A minus bt plus btr plus I plus G. हुआ ना? Nothing but this is, what is this? This one, K. This is K. You can write Y is equal to K into A minus bt plus btr plus I plus G. Stay. Correct. है कि नहीं? Yes. So what is they in your book? They have given this. Check it. See, Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus B, A minus BT plus BTR plus G plus I plus G. Same here. A minus BT plus BTR plus I plus G. 1 divided by 1 minus B. Easy है ना? कैसा लगा? जोर से लगा सर. जोर से लगा. Okay. You want time? Will you try it yourself once from here? Can you try it on your own once? I'll give you 2 minutes. Do it fast. यहाँ पे हूँ मैं. I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just looking at you. I'm just watching you. Huh. Try. Let me explain that again so that it will be clear. Okay. With lump sum tax and transfer payments, we know that at equilibrium, AS is equal to AD. We have been discussing this since our childhood. Childhood in the sense, when we started Keynesian theory, from there we were discussing this. AS is equal to AD, that is equilibrium. Or, see, this we were discussing since our childhood. When we were studying the chapter number 2, economics chapter number 2, old syllabus. Even in new syllabus also, chapter number 2 is same. AS is equal to AD. Nothing but supply is equal to demand. That is equilibrium point. Okay. AS is nothing but Y, income. Our total income is aggregate supply. That is equal to C plus I plus. Why did I D? एक मिनट बच्चों. G it is, not D, it is G. Why did I write D? It is G. C, you should have told no. I'm so sorry. Huh. Very sorry, very sorry. It is G. C plus I plus G it is. Huh. So, We know that C is equal to, in this C is equal to A plus B into YD. And we also know that YD is nothing but disposable income. How much money I do have to dispose. Disposable income. YD is equal to my total income minus tax. If there is any tax, I have to deduct tax because I have to pay tax to the government. Whatever I paid, no, that I did deduct. Not only that, government gave me some transfer payment, freebies. That also I can spend, no. So Y minus T plus TR. On substitution, what I'll get? C is equal to A plus BY minus T plus TR. On substitution of YD here, I'll get A plus B into YD. YD is nothing but Y minus T plus TR. So finally, therefore, Y is equal to, this whole is C plus I plus G. So if I solve that, if I simplify this, I'll get what I've done here, B into Y, BY, B into T, BT, B into TR, BTR. Correct? Plus I plus G. And this BY, I took it this side because only here I have Y. Only here I have Y. That's why to simplify, I got it this side. Y minus BY plus BY it will become minus BY. That is equal to A minus BT plus BTR plus I plus G. And finally, if I simplify Y common, I'll take it outside. 1 minus B is equal to A minus BT plus BTR plus I plus G. So finally, Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus B into A minus BT plus BTR plus I plus G. So this is the thing that they concluded. But I have one more conclusion. K into A minus BT plus BTR plus I plus G. Okay. Sir, if we go to this point now, can we solve this illustration once, please? Suppose the structural model of an economy is given. C is equal to 100. What is this 100? See, 100 plus 0.75 YD. Disposable income. This is one formula. What is this 100? 100 is A. 0.75 is dash. It is B. Nothing but MPC. And disposable income. I is given as 200. G is equal to T is equal to 100. Tax and government expenditure both are same, which is 100. TR transfer payment is 50. Find the equilibrium level of income. How to calculate, sir? Very easy one. You just have to apply this formula. Apply that. Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus B. 1 divided by 1 minus B. What is B? 0.75. 1 minus B is 0.25 multiplied by A is 100 plus B into T. B is 0.75. T is 100. 75 rupees. Correct? No. Minus BT. Sorry. 100 minus BT. It is 75 plus BTR. B into T into R. Oh, sorry. BTR. TR it is. Transfer payment. 50 multiplied by 75%. How much? 37.5. It is 37.5. BTR plus I. What is I given here? 200 plus G. G is also given here 100. If you solve 1 divided by 0.25 is 4 multiplied by 100 minus 75 is 25 plus 37.5 is 25 plus 37.52.5 plus 2 300. 352.5 multiplied by 4. Answer 1200, 1410, 1410. 1,200, 1,400, 1,410. Anywhere I did the mistake? No. 1,410. Correct? Okay. Disha says yes, sir. It is correct answer. What Deepak says? 1,450. 100 minus 75 plus 37.5 plus 300. Oh yeah, 362.5 multiplied by 4. Answer is 1,450. Correct. I made mistake here. 100 minus 75 is 25 plus 37.5. It is 62.5 plus 300. 362.5 into 4. It is 1,450. 1,450. Correct. It is 1,450. This is the right answer. Yes, it is 1,450. Thank you, Disha. Manya ji, thank you so much. Deepak, correct. Disha, correct. Huh. So that is about one illustration. Now, income determination with tax as a function of income. Tax as a function of income. What is this says? What this says, no? We were taking tax as lump sum. So far, we were taking tax as lump sum. Correct, no? Here, see. Tax, T as lump sum tax. We were taking T as lump sum, but right now it is not lump sum. Here onwards, it is not lump sum. Tax is equal to T. Tax is equal to, or tax is equal to T lump sum tax plus T into Y. What is T? Small t here. That is tax rate given by the government. Government says 20% tax, 30% tax, then that is tax rate. Income multiplied by tax rate. There is lump sum tax plus T into Y. Some part is tax that you have to pay compulsory. Example, 50 rupees compulsory you have to pay. Plus, if your income is zyada ho raha hai, sir. If your example 20% and your income is 100, 100 multiplied by 20%, 50 plus 20. So the total tax will be 70. What if your income is 2000? Then 50 plus 0.2 into 2000, which is 50 plus 400. So totally 450 you have to pay as the tax. Like this. What if your income is 10,000? 50 plus 0.2 multiplied by 10,000. Answer 50 plus 2,000. Totally 2050. Like this. This is function of tax. This is called as function of tax. T plus T into Y. This is function of tax. See, in 1 and 2 above, we have analyzed the effect of balanced budget with an autonomous lump sum tax. In reality, tax system consists of both lump sum tax and proportional taxes. This you'll study in CA Inter. Inter mein, we are going to discuss about this. Okay. In intermediate, we are going to discuss about how the tax is charged. How the tax will be charged. That is what we are going to discuss in Inter. Okay. The tax function is defined as tax function T is equal to T plus Ty that we discussed, where T is autonomous or constant tax and small t is income tax rate given by the government. So total tax, this T is equal to total tax. So we know that. What is the consumption function? Can you understand this? Udakiriya ಏನಾದ್ರು? So finally, you have to arrive at, no, not given up. Here, this answer, you have to arrive at 1 minus b into 1 minus t whole multiplied by a minus bt dash plus I plus g. You have to bring it to this answer. Possible? Shall we try it? Okay, I'll tell you. We'll try it here. There is no transfer payment. Remember, there is no transfer payment. We are just calculating here. Yes, see. We know that at equilibrium, AD is equal to AS, or AS is equal to AD. Now, what is AS? Y is equal to AD C plus I plus G. C plus I plus G. So I have to take this as formula. I have to simplify this. Here, we know again that C is equal to A plus B into YD, where YD is equal to, how to calculate YD? Total income minus tax. Minus tax. We know that tax is equal to, as a function, tax is equal to T dash plus T into Y. Correct? T dash plus T into Y. That is, we know that tax is equal to T dash plus small t into Y. Now what I'll do? I'll substitute this here, and after substituting, the same I'll substitute it here. Thus, C is equal to A plus B into, what is YD? Y minus tax. What is tax? This one, no. T dash plus T into Y. Don't miss any brackets. बच्चों, don't miss any bracket. If you miss the bracket, answer गलत हो जाएगा. If you miss the bracket, answer गलत हो जाएगा. I hope you are getting this. So if I simplify these brackets, sir, I want to take out the brackets, sir. C is equal to A plus B. First, I'll take out the smallest bracket, parenthesis. You know what is parenthesis? Parenthesis is nothing but you have to solve first smallest bracket. Bodmas rule. Y minus T dash plus Ty. I cannot use same brackets. I'll take this square bracket, and this is flower bracket. I'll take this as flower bracket. I can also use same brackets now. So C is equal to A plus B flower bracket, Y minus into plus minus hoga, so that minus T dash, minus into plus minus Ty. Now I'll close this flower bracket. Correct? Okay, so C is equal to this one. So finally, if I take that flower bracket also, A plus by minus bt dash minus into plus minus bty. So this is C here. So what I found is just C. What I found is but just C. Now this C, I'll substitute kaha? I'll substitute here. C plus I plus G, no? So Y is equal to C plus I plus G. C plus I plus G. Y is equal to C. A plus by minus bt dash minus bty. This is C. Already calculated here, no? That I did substitute. Plus I plus G. Plus I plus G. Now, wherever I have Y, no, I'll bring it this side. See, here I have Y, and here also I have Y. I'll bring it this side. So Y minus by minus bty, that will become plus bty. Plus bty हुआ ना? Okay. That is equal to A minus dt dash. See, these two are gone now. Dt dash plus I plus G. Correct. Now, sir, क्या करें? So, if I take y outside, then 1 minus b plus bt. ये हुआ. Correct now. That is equal to a minus bt dash plus I plus G. Can I simplify this further? Can I simplify this further? Y into 1 minus b plus bt. Or I should have changed it. Y 1 minus b plus bt. If I take b common, a भी नहीं होगा. Okay, correct है ये. Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus b plus bt. What I'm doing, sir? This I'll bring it this side into a minus bt dash plus I plus G. Now they have simplified this further. Y is equal to 1 divided by, they took 1 minus b common. 1 minus b common. So they took 1 minus b outside multiplied by 1 plus, take 1 minus b common. 1 plus bt होगा क्या? Wait. 1 minus b plus bt. Oh, I understood. They took b common. I'm so sorry. They did not take 1 minus bt, but they took b as common. 1 minus, in this, no, they took b common. So b outside. So 1 minus into minus plus hoga na. So that's why. So they wrote minus t into a minus bt dash plus I plus G. So what they have done here, 1 minus, they wrote it same, 1 minus, b they took common outside, b into, b is already taken out, so 1. We have to write minus. Why? Because minus into minus, it will become plus. So minus t. So this is their answer. Acha. Acha. Correct. We had to take common. So I took common outside. Correct. Shall we do it once again? You want me to do it again? No? I'll do it again. See, listen. Uh, Point is tax as function. We are taking tax as function. So total t is equal to t plus t multiplied by y. So this is the tax function. So this is the tax function. T is equal to total tax is equal to lump sum tax plus t into y. Now, sir, disposable income. How to calculate disposable income? YD is equal to my total income minus tax. Tax we already calculated here, no? This is tax. So YD is equal to, thus YD is equal to Y minus T plus T into Y. So this is disposable income. Okay. We know that AS is equal to AD. In equilibrium, AS is equal to AD. What is AS? Nothing but Y. AD is nothing but C plus I plus G. Now the question is, here C is equal to A plus B into YD, my disposable income. On substituting, C is equal to A plus B into YD. We did already calculate what is YD here. This you have to write it. Y minus flower bracket, Y minus square bracket, T plus T into Y, square bracket, flower bracket. So this is C. Correct. This is C. So C is equal to A plus B flower bracket, Y minus square bracket, T plus Ty, square bracket, flower bracket. I took out this bracket first. Now C is equal to A plus B flower bracket, Y minus T, minus into plus minus, minus into plus minus Ty. I took out, I cancelled this square bracket also. There is only one bracket, which is flower bracket. Now I am simplifying this flower bracket as well. A plus by minus bt minus bty. So this is C is equal to, this is the C here. On substituting C in equilibrium formula, on substituting C in equilibrium formula, listen, AD is equal to AS or AS is equal to AD or Y is equal to C plus I plus G, where Y is equal to C we have already calculated here, A plus BY minus BT minus BTY plus I. This is C. Anyhow, this is C, I plus G. Now on substitution, I'll take by here and bty here. Y minus by plus bty is equal to a plus, no, a minus bt, a minus bt plus I plus G. I'll take Y outside. 1 minus B plus BT is equal to A minus BT plus I plus G. So Y, I'll keep it before the equals to sign, and I'll bring this side. 1 divided by 1 minus B plus BT into A minus BT plus I plus G. Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus. I'll take minus B outside, so that 1 minus T. If I multiply this here, see, on solving, 1 minus B minus into minus plus BT hoga. So again, we'll get back to this formula. That's why okay. Into A minus BT plus I plus G. What is this? This is multiplier. This is multiplier. In case tax as the function, if you take tax as the function, the multiplier is like this. This is the multiplier, not K. K is not the multiplier here. Multiplier will be different. Okay. So this is what given here. 1 minus B divided by, see, 1 minus B into 1 minus T, A minus BT plus I plus G. There is one illustration. So you have to answer this. In a closed economy, that means, see, whenever you find the word closed economy, that means 3-sector model. Closed economy means the economy is not open to international trade. If international trade comes, then that is 4-sector model. It is 4-sector model. Soon we are going to discuss about that 4-sector model. For a closed economy, the following data is given. Consumption C is equal to 75 plus 0.5 into Y minus T. So what is 0.5? B. What is 75? A. Investment is 80. Tax T is equal to 25. This is lump sum tax plus 0.1 into Y. What is 0.1? Small t. Okay. Government expenditure is 100. Now what you have to do? You have to simplify. Find out the equilibrium income. So what are the things given? 75 plus 0.5. A is 75. B is 0.5. A is 75. B is equal to 0.5. T is equal to 0.1. I want I and I want G. I is there? Yes, 80. G is there? Yes, 100. I is 80. G is 100. Now just simplify, no? This one. Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus B. B is 0.5. That means 1 minus B is also 0. No, no, no. Don't do it like that. Don't do it like that. That will be... So you have to apply BODMAS rule. Don't be BODless rule. You should not use BODless rule. We have to use BODMAS rule. First solve 1 minus 0.5 into 1 minus T. T is 0.1 into A. A is 75 minus B into T. 0.5 multiplied by Capital T. How much is capital T? Given as 25. Capital T, 0.5 into 25 is 12.5 now. 12.5 plus I. How much is I? 80. 80 is I. Plus G. G is how much? 100. Now Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus 90, 0.5 into 0.9 into 75 minus 12.5. 75 minus 12.5 plus 80 plus 100. Answer is 242.5. So Y is equal to 90% of 0.5. 0.5 into 0.945 minus 1. So here 242.5 divided by 0.55. 242.5 divided by 0.55. Answer 440.90. Anything wrong here or correct? सही है ये? This is correct or anything wrong? Correct. 440.90 is the answer. See, what if you do 1 minus 0.5? You will get 0.5 multiplied by 1 minus 0.10. It is 0.9. You will get 0.45 as the answer. Wrong answer hoga. BODMAS rule. You have to apply BODMAS rule. If you are Konkani, GSBNs, you will know what is BODLESS rule. You have to apply BODMAS rule. Don't apply BODLESS rule. Huh. So this is the answer. This is how we calculate. Okay. At the end, last set. What is the value of multiplier? What is the value of multiplier? Here, they have asked the question now. Multiplier value is dash. This is multiplier value. 1 divided by 0.55. Answer 1.8181. Multiplier. Answer for this is 1.8181. This is the answer. Multiplier. Okay. Yes. Continue. Income determination with the tax as a function of income, government expenditure, and transfer payment. Chalo, everything put together. Everything we have to include now. Oh my goodness. Huh. Last comprehensive. See in your textbook, nothing given. See, they directly wrote this, but it is not as simple as that. What we have to do? Comprehensive. Everything put together, sir. Listen. Here, T is equal to T dash plus T into Y, and government expenditure is also there. Government expenditure is also there. Investment is also there. and transfer payment is also there. Huh. We know that we know that AS is equal to AD. AS is equal to AD. What is AS? AS is Y, income. AD, what will be AD? AD is C plus I plus G. C plus I plus G. So this is AS is equal to C plus I plus G. Wanna? Yes, correct. C plus I plus G. Now the question is, what is C? C is equal to A plus B into YD. Correct. A plus B into YD. Now the question is, what is YD? YD is equal to total income minus tax minus plus transfer payment. Now the question is, what is tax? Tax is equal to total tax plus tax into Y. On substituting here, what do we get? Here. On substituting that value here, YD is equal to Y minus tax plus T into Y plus TR. Correct, no? This is disposable income. This is disposable income. If I simplify that, therefore, YD is equal to Y minus T dash minus into plus minus TY and plus TR. Don't multiply here. Don't multiply here. Huh. Sometimes we do that mistake. Okay. So this is YD. This is YD, disposable income. This is YD, which is disposable income, is equal to Y minus T dash minus TY plus TR. On substituting this YD here, C is equal to A plus B into Y minus T dash minus TY plus TR. This is C. If I simplify this, therefore, C is equal to A plus BY plus into minus BT dash plus into minus BTY plus into plus BTR. On substituting C, where? Here. On substituting T, Y is equal to A plus BY minus BT dash minus BTY plus BTR plus I plus G. My goodness, sir, क्या है sir ये? Isn't it easy? अरे बाबा, easy है यार. Nothing. Easy it is. What I'll do? This I'll bring it this side. Again, this I'll bring it this side. Y minus by, because plus will become minus. Minus will become plus. Plus bty is equal to a minus bt dash plus bt dash r. Sorry, not t dash r. Sorry, tr. btr plus I plus G. Okay. Now I'll simplify. Y 1 minus B plus BT is equal to A minus BT dash plus BTR plus I plus G. y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus b plus bt into a minus bt dash plus btr plus I plus g. Y is equal to simplification divided by 1 minus b 1 minus t into a minus bt dash plus btr plus I plus g. Shabash bede. Oh my goodness. Huh. So this is the formula. So we have started from here, sir. यहाँ से start होगा all these things. Finally, this is what we require. Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus b into 1 minus t. See, 1 divided by 1 minus b into 1 minus t into a minus bt dash plus btr plus I plus g. A minus bt dash plus btr plus I plus g. Finally, this is the answer. Easy है कि नहीं? Yes. I'll give you 2 minutes. I'll give you 2 minutes. Oh, sorry, 5 minutes. Okay. I'll give you 5 minutes. Go through this, write it on your own. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. If you have already written, don't look at this. Go on writing this. Practice once. I'll be back. Practice. I'll be back. हाँ, कैसा लगा? जोर से लगा? ओके, नेक्स्ट वन. Let's start with the next one. Four sector model, sir. Sir, three sector model is so. And how that four sector model will be, don't worry. Four sector model is actually easy. One extra thing, that is import and export. You have to add import and export. Ashte. Only one sector extra, that is import and export. You remember our three sector model ka diagram, that flow chart? Remember this flow chart? कौन सा सर? ये वाला. If you remember this flow chart, one extra point here, that is export, import, export market is extra. Only that is extra here. See this one. First we will do this and later we'll go to the theory part. Okay? Yes. So you know that there is business, first sector, household, second sector, government, third sector. What is the relation between government and household? That we know. Government pays the transfer payment and household gives the tax. Government gives the subsidy, business gives the tax. This is the relation. And later we discuss that business. There is one point which is missing here. Business gives the goods to the market and household purchases the goods. This one point is missing here. I think it's in your book, it is correct. In your study material, it is correct. I don't know how this is missing here. Okay. They give the goods, see, they give the goods and household purchases the goods. And household makes the payment. Even for import. Even this households, no, they also purchase some goods from foreign market, rest of the world. They'll purchase from rest of the world. From rest of the world, see, the rest of the world, they export, not we exporting. It's not we exporting, and we will import. We will import. For import ke liye, we will pay the amount. Consumption expenditure, we will pay for import here. And this is not importation, but still we will purchase from the product market now. See, this is, we are purchasing from the product market and we are doing the imports. For that, we will pay this amount. This amount goes to business. This amount goes to business. And rest of the world say, net capital inflow bhi aayega. Capital inflow, money is getting to the market. Not just money, any other capital. We are purchasing machinery, we are purchasing the capital, we are purchasing the factor income. So all these things are directly going to the factor payment. It directly goes to factor market. From that factor market, the business will do the factor payments to the factor market and they will take the factors of production to the business. Households, they will get the personal income, but they also give the factors. So these arrows are missing here. Please do put the arrows. In your book, it is missing. Then please do put the arrows. Household, they also save some amount that goes to financial market, and government also borrows, and these investments are done to the business. So all these things are, we have already discussed. And again, business will also take some products from the product market for their investments. Government also purchases some goods. All these things were there. Only this is extra. Only that one is extra. All other things were already there, bachcho. So we have already discussed about that. 1 minute, I'll put my laptop for charging. So after this diagram, now if you go to this part here, the four sector model, determination of equilibrium income in four sector model. The four sector model includes all four macroeconomic sectors such as household, firm, government, foreign market. All these four are there: household sector, business sector, government sector, foreign sector. The foreign sector includes households, businesses, and governments that reside in other countries. The following flow chart shows the circular flow in the four sector economy. Circular flow, it keeps circulating. The amount or the products that keeps circulating. In the four sector model, there are three additional flows, namely exports, imports, and net capital inflow, which is the difference between capital outflow and capital inflow. C plus C, aggregate demand. Aggregate demand is equal to C plus I plus G plus net exports. What is net exports? Did we discuss about net exports? Yes. We have already discussed once. Again, net exports is nothing but export minus import. If I simplify this, what I'll get? C plus I plus G plus X minus M. So I have to add exports here. Exports to aggregate demand. Actually, exports to aggregate demand and aggregate supply is C plus S plus T plus M. So this is aggregate demand and aggregate supply. Listen. Aggregate demand is equal to C plus I plus G plus X. And aggregate supply is equal to C plus I plus, C plus S plus T plus M. This was the case, but they little refined it. They made aggregate demand is equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus N. What they did, from here, they brought it here. So it is minus M. Obviously, it will be minus M. C plus I plus G plus X minus M, or I can say that it is X minus M is nothing but net exports. Aggregate demand is equal to C plus I plus G plus NX. NX, that is net exports. Okay. So that indicates the aggregate demand or total planned expenditure of the consumers, investors, governments, and foreigners at each income level. Continued, it is here. See, Y is equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M. Why, sir? Equilibrium, no. AS is equal to AD. We know that this is AD. AS is also called as Y, income. So the domestic economy trades goods with the foreign sector through exports and imports. Exports are injections. Why? Because once we export, we get the money. If we get the money to India, that is, what is this? That is injection. To Indian economy, we are injecting the money. This is injection. While imports act as leakages or outflow of national income. Exports represents the foreign demand for the domestic output and therefore are part of the aggregate demand. Since imports are not demands for domestic goods, we must subtract them from aggregate demand. So imports are not our goods. We did not produce it, so that we have to deduct it. The demand for imports has an autonomous component. M also has autonomous component, sir. Again, started, sir. Autonomous component. We'll see. And it is assumed to depend on income. Imports depend upon the marginal propensity to import. So can I say that total M is equal to M dash plus M into Y? How much I import, sir? It depends on my income. My income is more, I import more. My income is less, I import less. Ashte, Vishya. Okay. Yeah, it is given here. No. M is equal to M dash plus M into Y, which is the increase in import demand per unit increase in GDP. The demand for exports depends on foreign income and is therefore exogenously determined. Remember, exports are always dash. Export is exogenous. Import is, it is a function. Import is a function. Export is exogenous. Okay. Yes. The imports are subtracted from export to derive at net exports, which is the foreign sector's contribution to the aggregate expenditure. Since import has an autonomous component M dash and is assumed to depend on income, so we call it this. This will be the function here. This will be the function. So marginal propensity to import M. So how to calculate it? I'll tell you. Wait. So as noted above, the equilibrium level of national income is determined at the level at which the aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. So aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. That is nothing but equilibrium. Okay. Aggregate demand in four sector model is given in equation. Y is equal to, what is this? We already discussed, that is aggregate demand. No, it is aggregate demand. Okay. Listen here. So we know that at equilibrium क्या होगा? At equilibrium aggregate supply is equal to aggregate demand. We know that aggregate supply is equal to aggregate demand, and we also know that AS is nothing but Y and AD is equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M. Correct? So what is M, sir? M is equal to M dash plus M into Y. That is marginal propensity to import multiplied by income. It depends on income. Okay. If we know that, and we know that X is always X dash. It is not the function, it is autonomous. G is also autonomous. I is also autonomous. C is equal to A plus BY. Okay. Yes, sir. So now Y is equal to A plus B into Y plus I plus G plus X minus, I'll put big bracket here, minus M dash plus MY square bracket close. Correct? I have to write like this. Okay, if I write like this, Y is equal to A plus BY plus I plus G plus X dash minus M dash, minus into plus minus MY. Correct? Y is equal to A plus BY plus I plus G plus X dash minus M dash minus MY. Now there are two Y's here. What I'll do, I'll take it this side. Y minus BY plus MY is equal to A plus I plus G plus X dash minus M dash. Y into 1 minus B plus M is equal to A plus I plus G plus X dash minus M dash. Why? Because I have taken Y outside, that is common. Now I'll keep Y here is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus b plus m is equal to or multiplied by a plus I plus g plus x dash minus m dash. Can I simplify this again? No, this is not possible to simplify. So this is the answer. One minus b plus m here. 1 minus b plus m, a minus bt plus I plus g plus x minus m dash. A plus I. Where is bt? How did I miss bt? Okay, might be there. They are taking. They have taken tax also. Lump sum tax. They are taking lump sum tax as well, so that they are getting minus bt. But I did not get that minus bt. Why? Because I have ignored tax. Okay. If you include tax, what happens, sir? Here. What happens here? Y minus, sorry, b into y minus t hoga. If this is the case, dy minus bt plus I. Only that is the change. What happens, sir? B into y, that I have written here. B into minus t, that is minus bt. Minus bt. Only that is the extra point. Everywhere I am copying that. No. Anyhow, everywhere I'll copy that. So I'll copy that here, and I'll copy that again here. I'll copy that here. And finally, I have to copy that here. So it will be y is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus b plus m into a minus bt plus I plus g plus x dash minus m dash. So minus bt will be extra. See, minus bt plus I plus g plus x minus m dash. Ashte. So if you see the diagram here, people, nothing changed, nothing extra, only that diagram here. See, what is this? This is demand. This is supply. Supply is C plus S plus T, and here C plus I plus G plus X minus M. That is demand, aggregate demand. It is aggregate demand, and at equilibrium, this will meet, intersect, and the same line, if I draw it here, you can see that I, G, and X, all these are exogenous. No, all these are exogenous, and S, I, M. That depends. Always it depends on the case to case, and this is the meeting point here. Entella, nothing extra. You just have to add one letter extra. Bitre, in every case, it is the same diagram. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. See, everywhere, same diagram it is. You just have to understand the what logic we understood in the two-sector model. Same logic applies. Every way. Okay. Yes. And here, if you see the diagram here, looks like, sir, something very difficult point is given. No. Earlier, this was the equilibrium. Before import export, that was the equilibrium. Because of, sorry, before this was the equilibrium. Earlier, this was the equilibrium. Now this is the equilibrium. Why? Because after adding export minus import, sir, why it has come down, sir? Because usually import is greater than export. Usually, in our case, India, import is greater than exports. That's why we are what we are doing. That's why that line is coming downwards. It has come down. So import is greater than export. That is the reason this line, no, that has come downwards. Okay. Okay. Yes. So this is the new equilibrium. This is old equilibrium. Nothing extra. Everything is same, sir. We have already understood this. So this is the end of chapter. This is the end of chapter income, national income chapter. कैसा लगा? बहुत जोर से लगा. Hi Kritika, welcome. Kritika has already cleared foundation, but still she is interested in knowing that what are the new syllabus which has been added. हाँ ना? Yes, no, Kritika? हाँ. Okay. Sorry, Kritika has already cleared foundation, not inter, foundation. हाँ. Did I say inter? She cleared inter. That means I'm damn sure that she'll clear inter also. All of you, you will clear it. Huh? So this is about first unit. Sorry, sixth chapter, national income. Isn't it easy? Easy one, sir. It was easy. Shall we recall what was there in unit number 1 and unit number 2? Unit number 1, that was about what is national income, what are the significance of national income. Second one, unit number 1 we discussed about what are the concepts which are important concepts of national income, that is GDP, NDP, GNP, NNP, market cost, factor cost, all these things, market price and factor cost, real GDP. We have done one formula sheets. So we have done a formula sheets. Later we discussed about what are the methods, expenditure method, value added method, income method. So that we discussed finally GDP and welfare. So we discussed about this in unit number 1, and unit number 2 may we discussed about Keynesian theory. Why? Because during Great Depression, people knew that there are some requirement of macroeconomic theories for inflation, deflation, all these things, but they had no clarity of what are the theories that they have to apply. They had no clarity. Now, in this case, right now they have the clarity. Why? Because Keynesian John Maynard Keynes. So this guy gave some theories. Especially, he gave 3 sector models, which helped us to understand what is investment multiplier, what is aggregate demand, what is aggregate supply, like this. 2 sector model, 3 sector model, 4 sector model. In 2 sector model, household and firms. These 2 were there. Only 2 were there, household and household and firm. These 2 were there. And there we discussed about some of the basic concepts such as aggregate demand. C plus I was the aggregate demand in 2 sector model, and aggregate supply was C plus S. C plus S was aggregate supply. That was equilibrium. And later we discussed about consumption function, what is marginal propensity to consume, what is marginal average propensity to consume, how to calculate marginal propensity to save, that we discussed. And later we discussed about the 2 sector model in detail. Later we came to 3 sector model. In 3 sector model, we started discussing about investment multiplier, all these things. Finally, we discussed about in 3 sector model, we discussed that how to derive that formulas. Lastly, 4 sector model diagram, and 4 sector model one more extra sector, that is foreign sector. So these are some of the important topics which we have discussed in this chapter. Yeah, C plus S. Huh. So now that was about chapter number 6. This was chapter number 6. We will move on to chapter number 7. Before that, chapter number 7. This is public finance. No, we will go to chapter 9, international trade. First, we will finish international trade, and later we will go to chapter number 7 and 8. I'll tell you why international trade is first we have to study. Later, we will go to chapter number 7 and chapter number 8. Okay? Yes, sir. 1 minute, I'll be back. Okay. For today, the class will be till 8 o'clock because I am getting some important work. So I have to leave by 8 o'clock. Okay. So I cannot take till 8:30. So sorry. I cannot take till 8:30. Sir, don't be sorry, sir. We are happy. Huh. Huh. Chalo. I leave you by 8 o'clock. Okay. Here, chapter 9. Yeah, the Deepak is asking the question, sir. What about CA Foundation and Inter exams conducting say institute? They are conducting thrice a year. Okay. They are conducting exam thrice a year. I don't know. My opinion about that is students will get some disadvantage because of this. It's my purely my opinion. See, you tell me thrice a year. That means once in 4 months. The exam will be conducted once in 4 months. I'll tell you the practical problem of this. What will be the practical problem of conducting exam thrice a year? Think that Mr. X, it's one student, okay? He's a student. Mr. X is a student. This student will appear in the exam, example on May. I have not seen the exactly when it will get conducted, what will be the schedule. Example, he will attend on May. Once he attends the exam, at least it will take 1 month to get the result. At least 1 month, no. More than that, 1.5 months. It might take more than 1 month. 1.5 months. So that at least May. If you write in May, you'll get the result by end of June. In the mid or end of June. 4 months. Once in 4 months is the exam. If this Mr. X gets failed, result is failed, then 10 days to console himself or to get that feeling. So to comfortable himself, it will take 10 days. That means June bhi gaya. May hua, June hua. June, July May, he'll start studying again. May, after May, June, July, August, September. September May, one more exam. Now, in only 2 months, hardly 1.5 to 2 months is left. Do you think that Mr. X will write the exam again within 2 months? Obviously, already once he has, taken that failure. So once that failure is already there, within 2 months he will write the exam. I don't think so. Students' mentality, if they take the challenge, they will write. Obviously, I'm sure about it. If they don't take the challenge, they will skip the exam after May, June, July, August, September, May, which is the exam in September that they are going to skip. If they skip that exam after next to 4 months, September, October, November, December, January, May, they have to write the exam. Correct. In January, they have to write the exam. After May, the next attempt will be in January. If they don't write the September ka attempt, then they are going to write in January. What is the waste here? 7 months, 7 to 8 months ka waste. 8 months got wasted. Earlier it was 6 months, now it is 8 months. Practically, this is the case now. I believe so. I don't know. But ICAI is taking this. ICAI, our institute, our beloved institute, they are taking this to the global standard. So they are making the exams to the global standard, which is very good one. I appreciate their work. But students, the one who failed, Mr. X, no, if he fails, then he must be having the courage to write the exam again. Within 2 months, exams will come. Within next 2 months, there will be exam. Okay. If he has no courage, then 8 months is the waste. Earlier, it was 6 months. Now it is 8 months. 8 months plus 1 month for result. 9 months is the waste. Earlier, it was 7 months. Now it is 9 months. Hope I'm making some sense here. Okay. I don't know what happens to the students, how students take it, what will be the result. I don't know. But this is what I got to my mind. Okay, it is one opportunity. If you take it as an opportunity, then definitely yes, it is an opportunity. If you take it as an opportunity, then yes, definitely it's an opportunity. I think ICAI is trying to give you one more opportunity. Don't waste 6 months. You have already studied once. You can waste only 2 months. That is also one more side of looking at it. The other side of looking at it is ICAI is telling you don't waste 6 months, waste only 2 months. Write it again, pass. Okay. Yes. Huh. International trade. Next one, international trade. In that unit number 1, theories of international trade. So before going to the theories of international trade, first you need to understand why international trade is important. Yes. Introduction. International trade is the exchange of goods and services as well as resources between countries. Correct. International trade means I am selling to that country or they are giving to this country. So this is international trade, the resource, exchange of resources. It involves transaction between residents of different countries. Residents of different countries. I am importing or the other foreigner, he is importing from me. The international trade reduces the production cost and improves the living standards of the people. Why? Because, see, there are some resources which are there in other country which are very cheap. But in our country, it is costly. Example, crude oil. In our country, it is costly, but in OPEC countries, it is very cheap. Okay. The foreign producers also benefit by making more sales than it could selling solely in its own market. Correct. No, they can earn more money. So if the resources which are there outside India, example in India, think that material X, we have more resources, it is getting wasted. Instead, we will sell it to that country where the resources are of scarce. That is one advantage. Market and buy, earning foreign exchange that can be used by itself or others in the country to purchase foreign made products. Example, I am producing more of these kind of wires. In India, we are producing more of these kind of wires. Think, we are producing more of wires and in India, it is getting wasted. We have the resources, but we don't have this market. But there is one country where this is getting sold more. What I can do? I can sell it there. There is scarcity. I can sell it there and I can earn some foreign exchange. What I can do now? In their country, there is some resources which are in abundance. What I can do? I can use the resources, that foreign currency, to pay them and I'll purchase that product. International transaction, an integral part of the international relation, and has become an important engine of growth in developed as well as developing countries. Both are getting benefited with the help of this international trade. Now, there are some benefits of international trade. What are the benefits, sir? International trade is a powerful stimulus to economic efficiency and contribute to the economic growth and rising income. It is one powerful stimulus. It is giving more importance for economic growth by inducing the companies to reap the quantitative and qualitative benefits of division of labor. So what we can do, we can reap the benefit of the resources which are there outside India. Second important point, benefit, is efficient deployment of productive resources to their best use in a direct economic advantage. Is a direct economic advantages of foreign trade. Now, effective utilization of resources. If it is getting wasted, I can use it effectively. Since international trade also tends to decrease the likelihood of domestic monopolies, it is always beneficial to the community. For example, in product X, there is one company, XYZ. This company, no, they are producing this product and they are monopolies. What happens if there is monopoly? What happens if there is monopoly? If there is monopoly, the problem is they start increasing the price. They charge more amount. They create some artificial shortage of the product. They start exploiting the economy. That's why if we import this product X, then monopoly will get reduced. There is no monopoly now. There are many number of sellers here. That is one more advantage. Next one. Trade provides access to the new market and new materials and enables sourcing of the inputs and components internationally at competitive prices. Internationally, we are getting the goods at competitive price. We don't have to produce everything here. Now, example, gold in KGF, not the film. I'm not talking about film. KGF, Kolar Gold Fields. Even today, we have gold ores there, but still we cannot produce it. Why we cannot produce it? Because the cost of extracting the gold ore is very high than the market value. Now, the market value of gold. If my old students remember, I told you to purchase gold. Soon it will reach 6,000. Today, the value is 6,075. Today, the value is 6,075. I strongly believe that by the end of 2023, sorry, 2024, 2024, by the end of 2024, I strongly believe that it will reach 7,000. It will reach 7,000. If you have a plan of purchasing gold, then wait for a while. It is 6,075. It might go to 6,200 soon. 6,200 to 6,300 soon, within 3 months, within 2-3 months. But I believe that by March, or that means by the end of March or by the end of April, it might, once it will come down to 5,900 to 5,900 range, 5,800 to 5,900. It will come down to 5,900. At that time, you have to purchase. 5,900. It might come to 5,600 also. I have the prediction that it might come down to 5,600 also. But strongly, I believe that by 2024, end of 2024, it will go to 7,000. At least by 2025 beginning, it will go to 7,000 because of global cues. And in 2-3 years, definitely to 10,000. 1 gram is equal to 10,000. So when I told to my students, it was 5,300, 5,200. And I purchased this when it was 5,300. I had the strong belief that it will go to 5,000, 6,000 rupees. Now it is already 6,075. Tomorrow it will go to 6,100. Tomorrow's price will be 6,100. I believe so. I don't know. It might come down also. Right now it is 6,075. 6,075. Tomorrow it might go to 6,100. And in 1 year it is 7,000. But soon, within 2 or 3 months, it might come down to 6,000 or 5,900 range. 5,900 to 5,600 range in 2 3 months. But definitely it won't stay there. It will come again to 7,000. And don't dream about 4,000, 4,100, 4,200. Don't dream that. It will never come down to 5,000 again. That is what I believe. It will not come down to 5,000. No, it is in 5,600, 5,900 range. It will be there. And again, it will go back to 7,000, 8,000. Okay. Huh. Production. So trade provides access to the new market and new materials and enables the sourcing of the inputs. Okay. So it is not required that you have to produce everything here. You can import also. If you import more, it will give you more advantage. This reflects in innovative product at lower prices and wider choice in the products and services for the consumers. More choices will be available if you import. Next, sir. International trade necessitates increased use of automation, supports technological change, stimulates innovations, and facilitates greater investment in research and development. There are some countries which are doing more research and development. So if we purchase from them, we will get to know what is the technology, what is the order of the day, how they are producing the product, what is their new technology. That we will get to know. No? For that, we need international trade. Trade also provides greater stimulus to innovative services in banking. Why? Because now if we are importing more, then we have to pay them. No, usually they don't believe us. Correct. What if you don't pay after exporting the goods? That's why innovative banking, insurance, logistics, consultancy services, etc. That also should be there. That is innovative. That should be innovative. Yes, sir. Next. For emerging economies, just like developing countries, improvement in quality, output of the goods and services, superior products, finer labor, environmental standard, etc., enhance the value of their products. A good products we are importing, then obviously it will increase the quality of output of the goods and services, superior products, finer labor, and environmental standards, etc. Opening up of new market results in broadening the productive base and facilitates export diversification so that new production possibilities are opened up. See, it is not just selling. We are importing also. We are learning a new kind of production. We are learning new kind of making the business like this. So there will be opening up of the new markets. New market will open up. Third one, trade can also contribute to the human resource development. How, sir? Because we start learning. New products, new technology has come. That means we start learning and we will upgrade the skills. By facilitating fundamental and applied research and exchange of know-how and best practices between the trade partners. Next one, trade strengthens the bonds between the nations by bringing citizens of different countries together in mutually beneficial exchanges and thus promotes harmony and cooperation among the nations. So if you import and export more, see, for example, there is one country, country X. They are good in production of some material. They are good in production of Y, material Y. And there is abundance of material Y. If India imports that Y, product Y, think, if India imports that product Y, then don't you think this country will be happy? This country will be happy, no? Why? Because there is wastage of resources. You are purchasing that resource and you are helping our country so that this country X will be happy. So India is supporting this country. So these are some of the important advantages. There are major arguments put forth against the trade openness. So we should not do international trade. Major arguments put forth against the trade openness are, that means there are some limitations of international trade. Number one, international trade is often not equally beneficial to all the nations. Some nations starts exploiting other nation. Potential unequal market access and disregards for the principles of a fair trading system may even amplify the differences between the trading countries, especially if they differ in their wealth. So what happens here? More inequality starts to occur, and trade rivalry starts. If one country is growing to that extent, a very good pace of growth is there in one country, what happens, sir, here? It will start, or it will create some trade rivalry. Correct. Next, economic exploitation is likely outcome when underprivileged countries become vulnerable to the growing political power of corporations operating globally. There are some example, America, United States of America. So what they do? United States, America, they usually have a good capital structure. They are rich. And what they do, they start exploiting small countries because they are overpowered. They have some power. So they start exploiting the small countries. Substantial environmental damage. Now, if we allow other country to enter our country, they start doing environmental damage. They exploit the resources in good extent. They make money and they go away. Environment, we have to live here, and exhaustion of the natural resources in shorter span of time could have serious negative consequences on the society at large. Which will have some negative consequences. Nowadays, it is not required that outsiders are doing this. It is government itself is doing that. Now, I have already told you about this, but again, I would like to mention that uh, in Karnataka, especially in our Udupi, Hebri and Brahmavara Hebri. So my place, Udupi to Hebri and Brahmavara to Hebri. There are four-way road which has happened. Okay, that is for development, correct, but 2,500, more than 2,000 trees. So the are no, they have already did cut all these trees. Now my point is, don't you think it is environmental damage? Today we cannot sit in our house without fan. If there is one person inside the room, fan is mandatory. Why? Because of these distractions. Now, okay, the road is required, I agree. Road is required, I agree. Development is required, but not two roads, no. See, one is now Brahmavara to Udupi. What is the distance? If I'm not wrong, it is somewhere 14 to 15 kilometers. That is the distance. And from Brahmavara to Hebri, Udupi to Hebri, almost same distance. Almost same, somewhere 30 kilometers, 34 kilometers. Here also it is somewhere 34 to 40 kilometers. That is the distance. Both are four ways now. Both are four ways. And here also somewhere 2,000 trees. They did cut 2,000 trees. Here also 2,000 trees. Now you are understanding my point. What has happened here? Array, if you want good road, spend somewhere 15 kilometers here, no? From Brahmavara was not required, no? Okay, I agree that Udupi to Hebri is required. Then Brahmavara was not required. This is what I believe. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comment box. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comment box. So 2,000 trees here, 2,000 trees here, and there is no water in the well. Manel ನೀರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಾವಿಲ್ ನೀರಿಲ್ಲ. And everyone, in the name of development, there is destruction. Destruction, what is happening here? I don't know what is the importance of this road, Brahmavara to Hebri. Brahmavara to Hebri. This sanctioned earlier, and later this has happened here. I believe that, okay, I agree that this is required, sir. Udupi, Mangalore, Udupi, Shimoga. For that, this road is required. I agree. Why this road? 14 kilometers is the difference, no? 14 to 15 kilometers is the difference. क्यों चाहिए था? So what I am telling, environmental exhaustion of the natural resources which are happening, it is not because of, mainly not because of foreigners, it is because of some ideas, our developmental ideas. I'm not against any government here. I'm so sorry. I'm just telling you, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಂಪು ನೀರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. In my house, in the well, we can see red colored water. The color of water is red. And believe me, it is not pulpy orange. It is not orange juice. It is water that is of red color. I am worried about that. I am worried about my future. Don't let anyone to destroy the nature in the name of development. At least tell me, at least give me some statistics where you have planted these 2000 trees. 2000 plus 2000, 4000, minimum 4000 trees are gone. No. Now tell me where you have planted these 4000 trees. So there might be some ideas of the government. At least they have to disclose that we have these kind of developments. We have these kind of ideas about the natural, the nature. What we are doing to the nature, we have these kind of ideas. At least disclose that. At least I have to get that samadhan. No, you have to samadhan me. I am worried about this. Huh. So trade cycle and associated economic crisis occurring in different countries are also likely to get transmitted rapidly to other countries. So countries it is, not countries, countries. So if there is any the business cycle, bad business cycle which has happened, if there is any business cycle or there adverse effect, negative business cycle which has happened, that will easily get transmitted to other countries. That is one more point here. Risky dependence of underdeveloped countries on foreign nations impairs the economic autonomy and endangers their political sovereignty. Substantial dependence may also have severe adverse consequences in times of wars and other political disturbances. Think that there is one country, country X is dependent on country Y. Country X is dependent on country Y. Now, don't you think country Y starts undue influence on country X? Yes, during war, think that country Y is having some rivalry with country Z. Some rivalry with country Z. Country Z and country X has good relation. Country X is dependent on country Y. Now, don't you think country X also needs to fight against country Z? Correct. So that's why international trade will pose this problem also. Too much export orientation may distort the actual investment away from the genuine investment needs of the country. Too much exportation. We export all the resources, sir. What we use now? Here. You know that in India, what is happening in India? We use maida. Correct. Maida, all these things that we use, no? Maida is the lowest quality maida that we are using in India. Lowest quality maida we use in India in bread, butter, or in naan, butter naan, all these things we are using lowest quality maida. That's why parota, it is very difficult if you don't heat that, no? If you don't put it on the pan, it is very difficult to break that parota. Why? Because maida, low quality maida. Foreigners, they eat bread, they eat burger, they eat bun, all these things. Why? Because they are using good quality maida. In India, we are using low quality maida. The maida itself is the low quality atta. In that maida, we are using the lowest quality. It is very harmful for our health. And Indians, what we are doing, good quality we are exporting. We are eating bad quality. Arre, we are not getting this. India may we are not understanding the consequence of using bad quality. The good quality we export, bad quality we consume. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಿಸಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ತಿಂದು ಬಿಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ. अरे what we are doing, क्या कर रहे हैं हम? Actually what we have to do, we have to eat something good. I'm not telling export lowest quality, no, I don't say that. India is meant for vasudhaiva kutumbakam. We believe in vasudhaiva kutumbakam. That is, if it is good, then we will give it to the people. If it is not good, then we don't consume, we don't give it to the people. Nowadays, what happens in hotels? Some of the hotels, first they do chutney. Today they will do chutney. Think that chutney is not getting sold. What they do? Tomorrow, they will put it to the sambar. They will put that chutney to the sambar. Sambar. Think that tomorrow sambar is not getting sold. What they do? They will, next day, they will put it to the kurma. Little, density is required so that they will make sambar as kurma. Think if they cannot sell the kurma, then they will throw it. Otherwise, they won't throw. And in hotels, you remember, you think that hotels may, why a person will come to hotel with the hunger, no? He's having that hunger. With the hunger, he'll come to the hotel and he'll ask for some good quality food here. I will pay you the money. I will pay you whatever you want. I will pay you. Give me some good quality of food. I am happy with food because I am doing for my stomach. Give something good to me. But nowadays, everything is, vyaparam droha chintanam. We are doing something, we are giving low quality. Think that I am taking class here. Think that you are my brother, you are my younger brother, or you are my younger sister. What I have to do? What is my prime duty? You have to get the knowledge. You have to get good knowledge. You have to become a good citizen of India. You have to, that is my responsibility, no? I have to give something good to you. It doesn't matter. The money doesn't matter here. Money is a kind of sambhavana. It is a kind of remuneration which is given to me for spending some time with you. I have to give the best quality services to my students. Same way in hotels also, best quality has to go to other. And in export also, what we are doing now, the best quality we are exporting, the worst quality we are consuming. Kya ho jayega? What about our health? What will happen to our health? So, over dependence on exporting. We export good quality, export quality. You know that there is something called as export quality. That means, we are exporting this. That means export quality it is. And there is eating quality. Worst is eating quality. People make sure that whatever you eat, that should be healthy. Inputs. The inputs that you take, that should be good. Number one, inputs to your brain. That should be good input. Inputs to your eyes. That should be good input. Inputs to your ears. That should be good input. Input to your mouth. That should be good input. That will create your personality. A student or a person, how is he? It depends on his inputs. It depends on his inputs. So make sure that inputs that you get is hygiene. It can be eatables, consumables, or what you hear, what you see, and what you take to your brain. That should be good. Toxic substance, say no to toxics. It can be a film also. Nowadays, films are also toxic. I don't want to mention any names here because it is getting recorded and it will be on YouTube. So I don't want to name any films here. But nowadays, many of the Kannada films or Hindi films or English films, I don't know about Hollywood, but Hindi and Kannada films, many of the films are scrap films. They don't give any message. Still, it is creating some hype. Simply, it is creating some hype. Okay. So the inputs make a choice, a good input. About the input, please be choosy. Choose your inputs. Please choose your inputs. If it is good, only then take it. If it is bad, then please ignore. And I always tell to my students, the best way to be happy in your life is, there is one mantra to be happy in your life. You know what is that? The one mantra to the happiness of life is Om Ignoraya Namaha. Ignoraya Namaha. Bad inputs, ignore it. Om Ignoraya Namaha. Okay. Here. So what I was telling you, exports. Too much export orientation may distort the actual investment. We don't have investment that is getting exported. Next one, finally, there is often a lack of transparency and predictability in respect of many aspects related to the trade policies of trading partners, trade policies of trading partners. There are also many risks in trade which are associated with the changes in governments' policies of participating countries, such as imposition of the import ban, high import tariff, or import embargoes. So it is nothing but there is transparency. There is no transparency. We will discuss about this in detail. Okay. We are going to discuss about this in detail in the coming part of the chapter. So right now, keep this in mind. There is no transparency. China says that it is not supporting Pakistan, but it is. US says that they are not supporting Pakistan, but there are some conspiracy theory which they are supporting Pakistan. They are supporting Pakistan. Why? Because otherwise, what Pakistan will do? Pakistan, they say that they are not supporting terrorism, but they are. They are supporting terrorism. So that if US, they don't support Pakistan, Pakistan will attack US. See, Pakistan believes in one thing, that is, the one who has nothing, you should not worry about anything. But in India, we are developing, no, we are worried about our, uh, we are worried about our developments. US is already developed. They are worried about the maintenance of the the things there. They are worried about maintenance. We are worried about developing. Pakistan is worried about nothing. Why? Because they have nothing. Ashte Vishya. Getting this. That's why transparency is not there. US is supporting Pakistan. China is supporting Pakistan. India blatantly not supporting Pakistan. Correct. That's why transparency is missing. So that will lead to more chaos here. You might have noticed, okay, important theories of international trade that we have to do now. So we will do it in next class. Okay. So some important theories are there. We will finish this. And there are some instruments of trade policy. Tomorrow, I think you don't have my class. Yes, no? In timetable, I have seen that. Tomorrow, we don't have class. Economic class is not there. Okay, economics class is not there. Day after tomorrow it is. Okay. So please do revise and attend the class. Please keep revising. Please study. Otherwise, it will be a difficult. It will be very difficult. Please do revise. And okay, I in the last I told about something that is highway and natural resources. I did not mean to include any political parties here. I'm so sorry if you are taking it in that way. I did not mean to include any political parties here. And secondly, I did tell about some of the restaurant. I did not mention any restaurant here. And later, I did talk about the film industry, Kannada and Hindi. I did not mean to include any uh, films here. I did not mean to include any films here. If it hurts anyone, I'm so sorry. If it hurts anyone, then you have to follow that happiness ka mantra. What is happiness mantra? Om Ignoraya Namaha. Thank you so much, people. Thank you for your patient listening. We will discuss about other topics in next class. Until then, keep studying, keep growing. Love you all. Bye. Boy, boy.